What's up, everybody? All right, see if this is working. This is sounding like crap. All right. Set my phone over there. All right. This is going to be a short live stream, and it is going to be on the little fight that just happened, and also on all of you fake flat earthers out there, and all of you shill flat earthers. Because clearly this is I like this because it really exposes people for what they are. And the guy who uploaded this, Nathan, he actually took it down. So I found it on Irish Demon's page, and there's all these guys with this NASA crap. They all are the same. But I wanted to clarify this, so we're gonna jump right in because I'm about to destroy this little shill.
It does get really, really heavy. I'm not bleeping it out. That's just a warning.
Also, yeah, the language is also might get a little bit heavy, and I don't know who it's going to come from. But hey, Benjamin, what's going on? Hey, I got you, man. By the way, I got your message and everything. I'm going to get back with you ASAP, either tonight or tomorrow for sure. So check this crap out. Parental advisory for anybody. I don't know how long this is going to go. I'm going to try to keep it short.
Warning, make of that whatever you want. If you like it, great. If not, thank you for staying this long. Hit the like button on your way out. But otherwise, fasten your seatbelts is all I'll say.
Yeah, but I've heard it said on this panel here that natural laws don't follow the scientific method.
They don't.
Yeah, because of behavior.
Okay.
So it's really strange right off the get-go that THOMPSON says natural laws don't follow the scientific method. And I'm sure that you guys have heard me say that the natural laws never enter the scientific method at all whenever you're doing an experiment. There's a reason for that. And it surprises me that he's pretending like he doesn't know this.
If entropy and things go down, boom, boom, is a natural law, well, then it would be outside of scientific experiment.
Yeah, the cause isn't establishable. So if you want to establish the cause of entropy, be my guest, but
establish the cause of entropy. It's like nobody's listening to what he even just said.
Describing things that occur always, perfectly acceptable. But is there a always in nature downward vector, Nathan?
Well, unless it's a helium balloon. But yeah, I would, yeah.
So right there. Unless it's a helium balloon. This is insane. This is why I said that this little piece of trash right here is a shill. Nathan Oakley just asks Nathan Thompson if there is a universal downward vector, meaning is there always a down? So if I go out and I go under the ocean and I release a balloon with air in it, not helium, but air, which direction is that balloon going to go when I'm under the water? Which way? Which way do air bubbles go? Which way? They go up. He's asking, is there a universal downward down? I mean, these people have literally brought back up gravity again. This retard right here from the International Flat Earth Conference, this shill, Owen Benjamin, lover, worshiper, brown noser.
So that would be a
things go up or down.
So that's a no then to the downward vector. So automatically you're on our side then. No mandatory downward vector.
Yeah, gas moves in all directions. No.
So why do you
downward
want this
vector.
debate then? You already know the outcome. There is no mandatory downward gravity.
I think it's over. I think it's over right from there. And it surprises me that so many people still fail to understand this. This argument is over. It's done. It's done. This is why I expose shills. This is why I said that Globe, Busters, Bob, and the rest of them are all shills. He is a shill. Nathan Thompson is a fake sodomite who thinks he is a holier than thou. And don't confuse him with Nathan Oakley, okay? Him. He thinks that he is a holier than thou, giving people all of these Bible, Bible verses and things like that, saying that we need to be respectful of each other and, we all need to learn and lead by example and not, but, giving people advice, trying to tell people something. He is a piece of trash. Okay. He makes the entire community look bad.
I want the debate, Nathan.
Yeah, because you've won. But I'm asking Nathan why he wants the debate, given he's obviously already of the opinion that there's no downward vector.
Because Nathan is a shill. That's why he wants this debate. And I was watching the chat, and I was watching it the entire time. And there was a lot of stuff being said back and forth. And Bob from Globebusters said no, he is not going to debate Sleeping Warrior. And the reason why is because he knows that the argument is over. If a helium balloon goes up, there is no universal downward vector. And it doesn't matter whether it's a liquid, a solid, or a gas. That's what universal means. So how about we go over here and we look up universal? Affecting or done by all. Okay? Universal effect, global effect, whatever you want to call it. It means that it's all included. Do you all know what a balloon is? I think I do. You know what direction these go? Does anybody? Because I don't think these shills actually do.
Yeah, but to be fair, he doesn't champion it.
But why do you want the debate, Nathan? Why are you pushing this? I'm intrigued.
No, it's not that I want the debate or anything.
Like,
I spoke with Bob last
Sorry, I'm
night.
white
I
knighting
talked to
again.
Anthony a couple weeks
Sorry.
ago.
I know that he's given the reason.
Guys,
He's
can
already
you
given
stop
the
rumpusing
reason.
him? I want to hear his motivations. We can't divine them. He can only tell us. Go ahead, Nathan. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, no. Some people are of the opinion, oh no, there's this division, makes us look bad. No, it makes us look good because flat Earth is.
He wants division. I am exposing Nathan Thompson right here. He wants division. This is what he wants. He only wants division. He loves Owen Benjamin being racist and everything else. And then he has the nerve enough to say,
It's not a cult.
It's not a cult because there's division within the community. Yet he worships Owen Benjamin, the cult leader of the Bears. Grown men calling themselves bears.
Okay. What you have with the Globers is Brenda says every atom is a clock, and all the Globers go, yeah, that's brilliant. Or a shoe is a naturally occurring phenomenon, and all the Globers go, yeah, that's brilliant. I just encourage a discussion because I say this all the time. Look around. If everyone agrees with you, you're probably in a cult. So I just
has nothing to do with it. If everybody agrees with you, what that means is that is the consensus. Do I need to look up the definition for consensus? I don't think I do. I think you guys know the definition of consensus, and it's the current science that we all follow. It's intellectual phase locking. Am I right?
want to see the discussion. I think it'd be good. I don't even care if it's with Bob. I think Austin would do a good job representing the argument too. But
I fully agree with you.
He would.
Yeah,
He would.
if-
But the
if he's
problem
of the
is,
opinion he
when we
only
get
wants
to the
to talk to
crescendo of the
Bob,
point, because I know that I'm going to win, right? I
Yep.
know that I'm going to win because scientific method tells me that if it's outside of scientific method, it's pseudoscience.
Yep.
When we get to that point, and Whitsitt has to concede or accept the point that I make, which is, well, that's outside of scientific method, right? Therefore, pseudoscience. That means that Bob's never going to take any responsibility for Whitsitt not winning that point.
And Austin, I believe, is Whitsitt gets it for any Globebuster worshipers here. Okay, I don't like Nathan Thompson. He's a shill. I don't like Globe Busters. He's a shill. Bob. Okay, Bob. They got a term for Bob saying thanks, Bob. Okay, because of that film and everything else that Bob has been part of. These people have really made this entire community look very stupid. And they had the opportunity with the National Geographic out there and other times to make this thing legit. And instead of them getting a hold of the people who should have been involved in that, hashtag Eric Dubé and a couple others, they ended up getting these little, Robbie Davison clowns making the international Flat Earth Conference and all this other nonsense.
But he is responsible for it. So what's the point in arguing by proxy?
Anthony, we just spoke 3 minutes ago about how natural laws don't follow the scientific method. Our natural law is pseudoscience.
So what? They're just descriptions.
They are descriptions. Natural laws always happen. Why are you trying to find out the reason as to why natural laws always happen? That's not what science is. If you're trying to figure out the cause and effect of something, that is what science is. Trying to talk about natural laws has nothing to do with it. We all experience helium balloons going up. Why are we even debating this? Because other people have decided to call that gravity or call that this or call that that. It has nothing to do with the scientific method. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna wrap this up because I really want this live stream to be short. Because I really want people to see it.
I covered this already, Nathan. So we don't have
also a false equivalent.
It is false equivalence.
False equivalence fallacy. Do you all understand that fallacies are used in debate? False equivalence fallacy is a logical fallacy in which the equivalence is drawn between two subjects based on flawed or false reasoning. Okay? Inconsistent. All right? Colloquially, a false equivalence is called a comparing apples and oranges. Fruit, not the same.
So we don't have the cause of entropy. Okay? So what?
Let me stop it one more time. Do you understand? Do you understand? You don't need to have it in order to follow the scientific method.
Yeah,
But we do know how to
I guess
manipulate
anyone
it.
could say the cause of egg going up is Anthony.
Oh my God.
What?
But we
No, he
Manipulate
added,
entropy?
he added
you
mass.
How is Anthony? This is coming from Nathan Thompson. Do you guys hear this? So if you follow Nathan Thompson, I suggest that you stop now. He just said the cause of the egg going up is Anthony. So because Anthony, eggs go up. Does that make sense? Your independent variable is your cause. So Anthony is the independent variable. So because of Anthony, all eggs go up. That's what he's saying. Eggs go up because of Anthony. You guys just heard it. You just heard it from this retard. You just heard it. Why are you still listening to Nathan Thompson? He said the cause of eggs going up is Anthony. You just heard it.
That wasn't the cause. He added mass. Still,
Do you understand what he just said? He added mass.
same question applies. Natural law, Nathan, is something that is merely a description of something that occurs always. So now, either you can say, well, on their side of this argument, this is flat Earth on flat Earth gravity argument, they say there is an always occurring downward vector. Would you agree, Nathan?
Sorry, I just got a text from Austin, Nathan. Not always.
Just let me repeat my question then, so you actually hear it.
No, not a downward vector.
So
Not always a downward vector. And he says it, and yet he still wants this debate. Why?
So you already know which side of this argument's going to win, then.
But Nathan, you understand that that's the whole thing with Bob, is that he thinks there is a downward force causing acceleration.
There is no downward force that causes acceleration, because if there was, then a helium balloon would go down. All things would go down, not just some things, not just solids, not just liquids. Oh my God. I mean, this is a sad day that I have to talk about this. I didn't know that Nathan Thompson was going to show how much of a piece of trash that he is. I didn't know he was going to go this far and show himself to be this stupid.
Downward.
Yeah, well, when you pick something up and drop it, it goes down. Like that.
Nathan Thompson just said that there is not a universal downward vector. You all just heard it. Now he just switched again and said when you pick something up and drop it, it goes down.
That is
Like a helium balloon. What about a helium balloon? Helium balloon does that, does
okay.
it?
You can tell Nathan Oakley is getting very angry, and he's starting to get angry, and he's going to start flipping out, and he's going to start cussing, which rightfully he should, because I would too. You know, I would probably be ready to slap this little prick in the face if he's up here still talking this nonsense like this. He just answered the question. The debate is supposed to be over. It's only 7 minutes in, and it should be over. And instead of it being over, he keeps pushing the envelope and pressing the nonsensical argument, the false equivalence fallacy. So hopefully Quantum Eraser, who is completely wrong about religion, by the way, but he is right about science, and I would never challenge him on science. Hopefully he understands the type of person that Nathan Thompson is, and he wakes up to the reality of that. Because people just can't seem to understand what shills are, and they don't like it.
How many times have you picked up a helium balloon?
Many. I've got kids.
Oh.
So here's what he says, how he tries to joke. And I wanted to point this out. This is really important. He tries to joke. See how he says, how many times did you pick up a helium balloon? He's saying how many times. Now, what Nathan Oakley is saying is, how many times have you held a helium balloon? He doesn't mean pick it up, because Nathan Oakley is the one saying that helium balloons always go up, so you pull them down. And then Nathan Thompson wants to straight up try and turn that into something smart and intelligent, which you see it is not.
Want me to go and get one?
Yeah,
Well, hold on. Hold on. Oh, hello. G plus panel. Yeah, I've got one. I could go and get one now. Would you like me to do that and let it go down? Go boom, boom.
You're gonna find a helium balloon on the floor, pick it up, and then let it go.
Oh, when I pick it up, I have to
to
pick it down. Hold on. Guys in G plus, for the love of God. I don't have to pick it up. I actually have to pick it down because it's stuck to the ceiling, Nathan.
Yeah.
So not down then. Not a universe, Nathan. Not so,
okay.
Nathan, I'm getting to my point. Not a law of nature then. Not like hot always goes to cold. Not a law of nature. Not always occurring. Not universally down then.
Yeah, well, helium balloon's not a solid.
Who cares? He said universal. Nathan Thompson is so stupid that he doesn't even understand the word universal. Universal means everything, not just solids or just liquids or just gases. Gases expand in all directions. Now they're saying there's a universal down, so that gases only expand downward. Do not listen at this fool. Honestly, unsubscribe to me if you're subscribed to this idiot. Get out of here.
Yeah, so what?
Filled with gas.
Yeah, if it was, it would be going down as opposed to the light. G plus, please. Please.
Nathan, my egg was solid.
That's a good point.
Didn't go down, right?
The egg was solid. Sleeping Warrior has an experiment where he actually made an egg rise by manipulating the medium that it is in.
Well, it went down at first.
I was still
Oh,
ask,
it went down at first.
here.
What was the
Are
egg
we
on the
comfortable
ceiling?
saying that?
No. Does air get less
eggs-
dense as you
Hold
go
on.
up?
What's happening, Elijah?
Hold on,
Elijah,
Nathan.
what's happening is Nathan's now rumpusing because of cognitive dissonance. So, to be a natural law by false analogy, right? You're saying, well, natural laws don't go through the scientific method. No, they're just descriptions of things that occur always. Is down always, Nathan, or just always except when it's not always, therefore not law of nature by false equivalent you used?
I'm rumpusing the show, Nathan.
That's a distraction technique that Rumpus would also use. Yes, you are. But deflection in this instance, deflecting away from my question. You juxtapose natural law not going through scientific method, now you're rumpusing me, with the assertion that their side of the argument with the...
All right, you guys get the point of this. I want to just get to fast forward a little bit to the point of where Witsit comes in, and that's if it's on here. I don't know if it's on here. This idiot Irish demon is, he has a NASA head on, so it tells me he's half retarded or full retard, considering you lost the moon landing telemetry data, NASA.
Answer is no.
Triggered.
But not
I'm
even
dumb,
then, because you
and
can
you're
drop a solid from the bottom of a pool and it'll go up too. So
Well, just to clarify, it's like the elastic.
Drop a solid at the bottom of a pool that will float and it will go up. There is no universal down. Chocolate just said.
Velocity or elastic energy of gas is way, 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 way stronger than electrostatics. It's just my point here, at least I can only speak for me, right? My point is the electrostatics is always at play because everything that has any matter is electrostatic, and the Earth is also electrostatic and actually negative, and that's why we have lightning, et cetera, et cetera. So you can't just say it's not part of the equation. That would be dishonest, but at the same time, almost impossible to validate. You can't get outside of the
Sorry,
Earth.
what is this? What are you on about? What is this electrostatic non sequitur? The fact that we have to constantly look at
Non sequitur.
this stuff to experience it or describe it or have pens to write it down is totally non sequitur.
Well, it's just that, the Earth's negatively charged, and anything that falls to the Earth is electrostatic.
Well, like a balloon.
Time to.
Do you all understand? Do you see the problem here? Just like I said, Witsit gets it. Bob, Glowbusters, Nathan Thompson, this idiot with the NASA head on, they are all shills. They make the entire community look bad. I haven't heard what he says.
You light this dumpster fire. I'll be right back.
Now, he's a Glober. So this is what you get from Globers. They're absolutely retarded. Okay?
Is the balloon
I wouldn't.
biased down?
Oh my God. Give me a second. I got an ad. As long as you guys understand where I'm coming from with this, that's the whole point. I'm just trying to show you that this guy is a shill and he's using the preacher crap to try and push his arguments.
Are you serious, bro? This is how you're gonna
Shut
run
up,
the show
Nathan.
today?
I'm talking to Witsit.
Well,
Yeah, Nathan, shut up.
what I'm saying is, you see, the bias is so incredibly weak that the
So it's not a bias down! What bias? The downward one the balloon's not experiencing. Third time, Witsit.
How many times does it take for a retard to understand that there is no universal downward vector, that there are things that go up, like smoke? So do you all understand why Nathan actually is getting really angry? Because I was actually getting angry while I was watching this, but Nathan Thompson deleted the video. So I had to go onto a Glober site to actually see the video, because that was his true purpose of it.
Yeah, they're right. The gas isn't going to go down. Gas.
So there is not a downward bias!
Game over. And yet retards like Witsit Gets It and this little whore here and this guy are still preaching to people that gravity is real. So I wanted to do a video on this and cover this because this is exactly what I was talking about even before I even made a channel. I contacted and I talked with this dude, and he does not like to hear anything. I told you that he blocked me. He actually recently unblocked me. Maybe somebody on my channel right here who I know watches this guy, who I'm not going to call out, but I know that you're moderating for him. Told him to unblock me?
Well, you would.
No, not well.
Do you see what I'm saying? This is what makes the entire stupid flat earth community look terrible, because they are not worth the clothes that they have on their backs right now. I thought Nathan Thompson was extremely smart. I really did. Now I see that he's nothing, even more so. I knew he was smart, but he joined Owen Benjamin, which showed me that he actually is completely brain dead.
There's no downward bias, you clown. You've just admitted it. Why are you in cognitive dissonance over this, Witsit?
This kind of reminds me of when I was an asshole teenager in school.
No, now you're an asshole grown up.
Right, Witsit, you clown. So what are you babbling about?
Because once again, you just whistle past this.
You just stutter for me like the rest of the fun.
And Nathan just destroys him. So I think that's all I'm gonna play on it. I don't think I'm gonna play any more on it, but it's really good. I might upload. I don't know. I don't know what I might do with it, but I had to show this because this is what I'm talking about. This is the problem with the truth community right here. This is the problem with the flat earth community. This is the problem happening right now, is that you have people who, like Nathan Thompson, the guy I'm talking about. This is why I have to expose shills, because they're all trash. They're all pieces of trash. They're all pieces of trash. He gets arrested and all this other stuff, pretending that he's doing some kind of activism and all this other crap. He doesn't represent me. He doesn't represent me. He doesn't represent flat earth as far as I'm concerned. I don't feel he represents Eric Dubé or anybody. You know what I'm saying? This guy has been the gateway into all of these trolls. Godless Engineer, Team Skeptic, and you can see him. There's a reason that he hangs out in all of these little playlists with these people, because he's part of the deception. All he does is Bible thump. He Bible thumps and pretends he understands Earth. Now, all of a sudden, after we already showed that gravity's not a force and there is no universal, we're down, because that's what Einstein already debunked. Now he's going back on all of the progress that we've made thus far, and he's trying to undo it and say that there's gravity. And Bob and the rest of them saying that there's ether. Just giving people another reason to say, hey, where the aliens are going to come down from? Give me a break, dude. Give me a break. So it's been 28 minutes. I'm hopping off of here. I just want to show you guys this because it's insane. I mean, I've been wild up since last night after I seen this.
Undies with their belief in gravity. There is not a downward bias, clown.
Okay, but yeah.
Okay. That's it. If I was debating Nathan Oakley, I would end it right there. I would concede. That's it. Okay. There is no okay but. There's no okay but. This is why I can't even go on some of these shows, because I'll end up telling both of them off over the nonsense. Because this makes us, as far as people who understand truth, because neither one of these two are truthers. Nathan Oakley is a legitimate flat earther and understands science. Nathan Thompson is a fake flat earther who is a shill and Bible thumps. Witsit Gets It is a retard. That's the hierarchy right there.
Hey, now enjoy the taste of my nuts, you flat earth fundy. There's no downward bias.
Dismissing your hand.
Dismiss what?
What is it with this guy and teabagging people?
I like it personally. That's what we did. I used to play a game back when I was in school. It was called Halo, and when when you just destroyed somebody or you turn around and no scoped them, back in the Xbox days, you just made somebody look stupid on a first person shooter. You would get down and teabag them to show that they sucked. Okay, so it's an ultimate form of disrespect of showing that you have lost and you have no argument. You notice that this dude seems to be a shill with a NASA head on, and he actually is covering for Nathan Thompson. And he has a problem with Nathan Oakley right here. So it really goes to show the layers of shill, doesn't it? It shows you which guy is actually the biggest shill.
The same thing about Fight the Flat Earth. And I'm just like, dude, why does your balls have to come in?
Yeah. Shut up, dude. Shut up.
Time in a row, you circle jerking fundy.
Claimed it made it go down.
It doesn't go down, you idiot.
Now Witsit just switched up his argument and said he never claimed that it goes down. What's the argument about? I thought that when we first started this, we said that there's no universal downward vector. Now all of a sudden, Witsit gets it, has switched up everything that he said. These guys are clowns, dude. They are all clowns. I'm going to end the video here so that more people can check this out. I'm going to move the video over into my my regular uploads, and I'm not going to load it into live streams because I want more people to see it, and I don't know why, but like live streaming, it's not doing it. But the whole point of this was to demonstrate that Nathan Thompson is a shill, Witsit is retarded, Globe Busters Bob has been the biggest thorn ever. He gets quoted by FTFE and all these other people nonstop saying that he proved rotation. And then he's going around here after being known as the guy who proved rotation of the earth. He still claims that he's supposed to be some kind of flat earther, when in general he didn't prove anything, because if the earth was moving, then when you hover in a helicopter, the earth would turn underneath of you, roughly 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. You would also have shortened flight times. But we don't see a difference in the flight times, do we? So where's the movement of the earth that everybody keeps talking about? You know how hard it is to land an airplane on a moving surface that's going 1,000 miles an hour at the equator? Especially if you're going north to south, right? When you pull into it. Get real. Just that alone should wake people up. Just that statement. Whole point of this is to show this guy is a shill. If you're subscribed to him, I do hope that you will unsubscribe, or I do hope you will spread the word that he is a shill. Nobody is supposed to be going in these arguments like this, being debunked and still talking nonsense back and forth the way that they have. This was the only thing that this little Irish demon was this is a dumpster fire.
Are you thick?
One claimed it did. That's a straw.
Oh, right.
Straw man on a false equivalence fallacy, which I just showed you, where he said that solids go down, but not gas, which is a false equivalence fallacy if you're talking about universal, meaning all things, all liquids, all gases, all solids.
I'm claiming a downward bias of the balloon and no one's claiming it. You are. You stuttering, double-speaking, cognitive dissonance-laden fundy.
Got him.
Matters inherent. Every compilation of matters inherently electrostatic.
And that's got anything to do with the balloon?
Has nothing to do with the balloon going up whatsoever. And that's the issue here. That's the issue. All of these guys are trying to muddy the water. The muddier they can get the water, the better. Last thing I just wanted to end with, I'm not even gonna. I don't want to travel to his page. There's an Atlantis, and I'm not talking about Eric Dubé with this. I'm talking about Globe Busters and Space Busters, whatever you want to call them. There is a documentary that they just released where they're trying to say that pretty much they're muddying the water. They're calling certain people with certain traits and certain eye colors, certain things. And then they're saying that that's different from the Jewish faith, or that's different from this. No, 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 no. We don't need to muddy the waters. We all know who is doing what, who's in control of what. We don't need to replace space with ether. We don't need that. We need to get rid of all the nonsense that people are talking, and we need to bring truth out. And then we can build on what we know. But what they're doing is they're muddying the water because they want the water to be muddy. Now, when you come in here, they're still going back to this as if we haven't already debunked it. And now we're discussing if there's a universal down. If there is a universal down, doesn't that prove that gravity is real? Even though that's Newtonian gravity and that was replaced by Einstein. And Einstein literally says that gravity is not a force. It's an effect of the bending of a conceptual medium called space-time. He wrote that right in his theory of relativity. And he completely debunked Newtonian gravity from Isaac Newton and the rest of them, or whatever his name is. I mean, come on. Come on.
Balloon going down. 4th time circle jerking this shit in a row.
I never said the balloon went down.
Again.
He did say the balloon went down. He did say there's a universal down. So I'm ending the video here. I just want you guys to understand that. Do not fall for this nonsense. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. If there's a universal down, let me talk real soft and talk real smooth. If there is a universal down, that means all things go down. That means when I let a balloon go, it goes down. That means when I light a cigarette, the smoke goes down. That means every single thing I observe around me always goes down universally. Everything goes down. Radio waves go down. Everything goes down. Doesn't matter what it is. Air, helium, doesn't matter. It all goes down. Heat goes down. Everything goes down. Not true. Argument over. Why is this even a thing? And all of these retarded globers love to jump on this stuff. And Nathan Thompson said, and I showed you guys in the beginning of this video, that he thinks that it's good that people are arguing over gravity. All that does is make these idiots like Irish Demon look like they know more than some of the biggest flat earthers online right now. And as you probably could, imagine how big of a problem that is for the truth community. This argument is null and void. Universal is all things. False equivalence fallacy is comparing two things that are not the same, apples and oranges. Just because they're both fruits does not mean they contain the same things, or taste the same, or look the same, or act the same, decompose at the same rate. Doesn't matter what it is. Go bad at the same way, eaten in the same way. An orange where you actually peel it, an apple where you don't. False equivalence fallacy. There is no universal down. Bob from Globebusters is a satanic puppet. Nathan Thompson is a satanic puppet. He went from sitting here doing videos with Robbie Davison to holding an international flat earth conference, as well as attacking Eric Dubé, in which Nathan Oakley, I've heard him say things as well that I did not like about Eric Dubé, but that's a separate issue. Like I said, Nathan Oakley knows a lot about science, and nobody's going to deny that. This is what it means to be a shill, and this is why I expose shills. So, hope everybody enjoyed this show. Sorry for the language in it or whatever, but like I said, I'm sure everybody watches worse things on Disney. So, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Amish Space Station. Anybody talking to Downward Vector, send them my way or let me know who they are so I can expose them. I love it. This is why I made the channel. Benjamin, I'm definitely going to get right back to you, my friend. I'll see you guys on the flip side.